Hi, I'm Ryan Dawson. I did the How They Bleep You videos. I remember some of my charts. Today I'm going to go over the 9/11 Commission. I'm going to keep this simple. I'm going to leave out a lot, so don't write comments, what about X? You know, it's all in the documents I write. These are just my little 3-minute YouTube videos, okay? So, here is the 9/11 Commission. You gotta look at some of the membership here. First we have James Thompson III, right? He's on the 9/11 Commission. What else is James Thompson involved with? He's on the Board of Directors for Hollinger Inc. Who else is on the Board of Directors for Hollinger Inc.? Henry Kissinger and Richard Pearl. And remember that Henry Kissinger was the first pick to lead the 9/11 Commission, but it was so see-through and such a farce that he had to decline. Richard Pearl, and I could do a whole flowchart on this guy, but just to keep it simple, of course he was a member of PNAC. Well, he and Kissinger set up Trireme Inc. What is Trireme? Remember this little graph? I changed it a little bit. That's a private equity firm. Okay, they take money from venture capitalists and they invest it in all this junk. It's complete insider trading, because they're also allocating money to the same people. So they just gave money to themselves, and this is one of those outfits. Trireme is a lot like the Carlyle Group, but it was set up by Kissinger and Pearl. Did a lot of dealings with Feith and Zell. Feith is an employee of Richard Pearl. He also was in the Defense Department, and Mark Zell, his partner, is an Israeli settler. Right, that's a tangent. Okay, so he's part of PNAC. Now, who else is part of PNAC? John Lehman. And John Lehman was also on the 9/11 Commission. Amazing. Who else was on the 9/11 Commission? Well, we have Lee Hamilton. Where have we seen him before? He was part of Iran-Contra, and he gave most of the criminals immunity in the trial to cover up the Iran-Contra affair. Iran-Contra also included current government employees like Michael Ledeen, part of the Niger forgeries, and Elliot Abrams, etc. I can't even name all the people involved in that. Now, who else was on the 9/11 Commission? Well, we have Fred Felding. Fred Felding, the White House counselor, who is now Bush's personal lawyer and a lawyer for Blackwater. He actually countersued the families who were suing to find out information about the 4 Blackwater employees who were killed in Fallujah and hung from a bridge. He's suing them to shut them up. The former lawyer for Blackwater, along with Felding, well, actually current lawyer, former Inspector General, was Joseph Smith. And this guy's whole family's messed up. Now, Joseph Smith was the Inspector General who ignored an obvious case of profiteering by Boeing and Richard Pearl, which Seymour Hersh later exposed, and Pearl resigned from the Defense Policy Board. Boeing, of course, has a overlapping board of directors with the Disney Corporation. People like John Biggs and Linda Z. Cook and Bryson, etc. They're all in the BOD of Boeing and Disney. Disney, of course, sends ABC News, which is as bad as all the other news networks. The Boeing, of course, was heavily invested in by, well, of course, the American Turkish Council. The point is that all this stuff, it's not some Illuminati or space lizards or the Catholic Church or anything like that. You know, all these people have real names and faces. The majority of them are dual citizens with Israel, which is very beneficial for them, because when people do bad things and they're from Israel, they can get away with it, because any criticism directed toward them, no matter what they do, even if they murder little kids and set up racial colonies, it doesn't matter. Whatever they do can be packaged as anti-Semitism. If you say, because they're Jewish, you're not allowed to say anything negative about them, no matter what they do. And that's really sad, and that's not going to work. And I always explain things. I don't tell people they're Jewish, because people automatically, just through our whole educational system, they've made the race issue and the religion issue so sensitive that you just can't talk about anything. I'm sorry, this is just the truth. Most of them are Israeli dual citizens, and Israel is the main cash cow for the military-industrial complex, the main one. And a lot of it comes from Christian churches, a lot of the money. You know, you could call it You can go back to here on this graph. I didn't have it, but I could put a block here from churches, and they all invest in this as well. The Protestant churches, some of them have been talking about divestment. The Methodists are having a hearing about it in April. They may withdraw about $111 million from Caterpillar. It's a tractor company that bulldozes down homes in Palestine, which is a start. And the Presbyterians talk about withdrawing $8 billion from all the companies that are involved in the occupation of Palestine. They didn't do it though, but at least they discussed it. People have to realize that this is the largest corporation in the world, and churches are corporations too. They're just not categorized as such. But if you were to rank it like that, churches would be the wealthiest. Second wealthiest is weapons. Third is energy. And fourth is drugs. That's illegal and legal drugs together. Anyway, this is the system. They lie you into war, and they do as they did before, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer.